City police say this guy is a terror on the streets. A man accused in multiple murders and other heinous crimes. The hunt for the man considered armed and dangerous takes a new turn. Good evening, everyone. That new turn, a ramped-up public call for anyone to come forward with information on the whereabouts of Darrell Anderson.
And police say he's a member of an infamous gang here in Baltimore. 11 News reporter George Lettuce joins us live from City Police Headquarters. He has our big story tonight. George?
Well, Rod and Donnie, you could say he's a prime example of the kind of guy police have been dealing with during this summer of violence in Baltimore, and authorities say he's the perfect kind of suspect that a beefed-up partnership between the city and the feds is going after. There was no holding back during this police news conference Thursday.
Public enemy number one. His name is Darrell Anderson, a.k.a. Darrell Martin. He's a thug. He's a violent person in Baltimore. From the information we have, yes, he's in a gang. I'm not trying to hide anything.
Those are just some of the ways Baltimore City Police describe Darrell Anderson. He's had a leading role, police say, in the violent drama that's played out on the streets of Baltimore this summer.
He's somewhere. He thinks he can hide, but we're going to find him.
Police say Anderson is part of the notorious Black Guerrilla Family Gang, the same one whose members are accused of running a criminal enterprise from inside the city jail. Anderson is facing a long list of charges, including first-degree murder in the shooting of 3 women June 27th on Elmora Avenue. One of those women died. 3 days later, police say he was the gunman in a non-fatal shooting and home invasion on Moore's Run Court, where Chuck Lee lives.
Well, I hope they get him. That's all I can say. I hope they get him.
Anderson is also wanted in a murder case outside a Baltimore County bar last year.
We've been looking for him for over a year, and the incidents keep stockpiling on us. So we need him today.
This plea for the community's help comes as Baltimore City is getting more help from the feds on these cases. Mayor Stephanie Rawlings Blake approved funding for 2 additional city prosecutors to work with the U.S. Attorney's Office to target the worst violent offenders and prosecute them in the federal system, which also means they'll be incarcerated in federal prisons, separated from their affiliates, making it more difficult to continue their lives of crime in prison.
We don't want to be in the business of prosecuting murderers. We want to be in the business of preventing murders by arresting armed criminals and intervening with violent gangs before they commit additional criminal activity.
Now back to public enemy number one, Darrell Anderson. Police believe he is in Baltimore City right now, operating somewhere along the Bel Air Road corridor in the northeast section of the city. We're live at police headquarters. George Lettuce, WBAL, TV 11 News.
Now this sister, that's the mayor. I'm glad she is trying to make a stand against these thugs that's in the black community, because nobody else usually do it. They just let it go on and let the thugs kill up all these innocent people. And in my opinion, every last one of them need to be carted off to jail and don't we see these Negroes again. My opinion, because they're sitting up there killing a bunch of innocent people that has nothing to do with it. We need to take a tough stance even in the neighborhoods on crime. All this, no snitching, don't snitch. No snitching is getting everybody killed, so that's not working. Now, I'm going to say this. The difference I've seen between the white neighborhood and the black neighborhood is that they don't have that no snitching code. They see you do something, they calling in on your behind. But in the black community, you could deal drugs, you could shoot people and do everything. People can see you do it, but they're not going to say nothing. No, forget that. You need to call, you need to get these police out here and make these police do their job and get these criminals outside of the neighborhood. This no snitching code is destructive and it's contributing to the further downfall of the black community. Because if you cannot have a safe place for your kids to grow up, a safe place for your elderly people to live out their retirement years, and what kind of community do you have? But you don't want to snitch on a couple. It's just usually a couple of them, a couple of thugs. It ain't 1,000 deep thugs hanging on that corner. It's about 15, 20 of them, but you don't want to say nothing because you're afraid they're going to shoot. Martin Luther King said this, and this reigns true, and I'm going to keep repeating this. Evil prevails because good people do nothing. And until you good people that's not a part of that stuff do something, the evil will continue to prevail. Anyway, hit me up in the comments, use the commentary, subscribe to the YouTube channel. She a woman. She not acting like a woman, ignoramus. Because if she was acting like a woman, she wouldn't be fighting the way she was fighting. She gonna have her kids in that kind of place? Come on, that's wrong. Then I'm gonna tell you something, black men. I'm gonna talk to you about something for a minute. Now, we talk about